What up, what up, what up? It's the God Coleon, and you're now tuned in to the God Coleon podcast. I would like for you to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell to let you know when I'm dropping new content. So, today, this video will be about bringing awareness to depression. A lot of us have been depressed sometime in our life. A lot of us have overcome that depression, and a lot of us and people you may know that have succumbed to their depression, which ultimately led them to be mentally ill forever, or dead due to depression, because depression also is linked to suicides. So, if you know somebody that's ever been depressed or is depressed right now, or you may be depressed, you know what I'm saying, and you're watching this video, you should seek help. It could be from a family member, somebody you know what I'm saying, feel comfortable talking to, or there's what they call quote unquote professional help, where they have these different agencies and people that you can go see for your depression. And if your depression gets to the state that it's really bad, some people be put on medications, but I wouldn't say that helps anything. That's just big pharma getting money. Doesn't fix anything. Even puts you more in a sunken place. So it will result in any drugs. When you're depressed, you should result in any drugs, because depression is somewhat a dark side of you that you need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Basically shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Facing reality. But it's not a game, because when one is depressed, they're unmotivated. They don't want to do anything. They just lose interest in life, and that could be detrimental to your life. You can, like I said, you can ultimately end up committing suicide, and that's a selfish way out of basically dealing with your depression, and or resorting to meds, just wanting to be high or something like that. If you are depressed, there's things you can do to help you. Like I said, you can seek help from loved ones, professional help, or try to find hobbies, things to do, things to motivate you. What motivates you? What makes you feel happy in life? You know, you can resort to those type of things to bring you up out of that depression. You know what I mean? Talk to somebody, man. Don't just sit there and bottle it all up. You know, most people don't want to talk about it, but people deal with depression on a day-to-day basis. You know, they just try to wear a mask to cover up how they feel, because they got to go out in public. They got to do things. They got to conduct themselves at work. They have to mask how they feel. And, you know, that's the most dangerous and detrimental part to the whole situation, because once you start masking how you feel, and you don't express how you feel, and life is weighing you down, and you always feel like you gotta be this way somewhere and that way somewhere else, and you feel trapped within yourself, that can cause depression. And that's what causes a lot of depression, because people don't know how to somewhat express themselves, and it causes depression because they feel like they have to be this way home with their spouse. You know, they gotta be that way at work. Then they gotta you know what I'm saying, conduct themselves in a such manner or some. I'm not saying acting a fool, but I'm just saying some people just don't know how to be themselves. So this causes depression. They can have all the money in the world, but they don't know how to be themselves, and that's what happens. Their creativity, everything about them starts to die. They lose it, so they become in a sunken place that causes depression. That's depression. But there's a way to get up out of that without, like I said, taking drugs or any of that. It's simply talking to someone, telling someone what's going on, how you feel, what's making you feel this way. It could be several things. Like I said, people, places, and things can make you depressed. It could be your environment. You could be wanting to have a better life or a better situation, and it seems like it's just not happening right now. It's just never gonna happen, and it's taking forever, or whatever the case may be, and you just start getting super depressed about it. You know what I'm saying? You start to stop trusting the process you're doing. You can't be, you know what I mean, put yourself in a hole and burying yourself at the same time, feeling depressed and miserable. And like I said, it could be your environment. It could be around people that ain't motivated, that ain't doing nothing with themselves. They depressed. They just don't give a fuck. They mad at life. So that energy is on you. So now you feel the same way. But at the same time, you thinking about better. And that's giving you more depression because you want it. And then you go deeper and deeper and deeper into a sunken place. But then it'd be hard to get up out of it. Because now you probably indulging in some type of drug to cope with your depression. So now you dealing with more than that. So depression, it's not a game, it's not a joke. If you're depressed, if you're feeling depressed, go talk to somebody. Anybody. Not just anybody, but somebody that you trust, that you can talk to. Because if you stay depressed and in that sunken spot, it's only going to get worse for you, and you don't want that for yourself. People shy away from talking about depression because it is what it is. It's a mental illness. You're becoming mentally ill when you're depressed. And the mind is a terrible thing to waste. It's the God Corleone. You have tuned into the God Corleone podcast. I thank you for tuning in. We all about spreading awareness over here, positivity, and showing love. But most of all, spreading awareness. Yo, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with more content. Peace, y'all.